Fucking hell!
Good morning. It is currently about 6 AM and it's Monday morning, and I'm going to start documenting my life here. And the reason being is because a lot of people say, like, can watch your actual routine, and I do the odd day in the life vlog, but anyone can kind of make up a day for a day in the life vlog, right? And because of AI and what we're seeing, there's so much fake stuff out there, right? My theory is the people that will really do well in terms of content, YouTube, trust, business, everything, are the people that can actually be congruent. Like this whole congruency marketing, because you can fake a day in the life, you can fake hiring a Lambo and all that kind of stuff, right? But you can't fake congruency when you're doing it day in, day out, when people can actually see that you live and breathe what you're promoting, right? So over the next few weeks, maybe longer, I'm gonna start to just produce these kind of mundane day in the life documents where you just actually see what I do every day. I think it's going to be powerful. Plus, people want to be granular about routine. There's one thing to kind of show you, oh, this is one day, or this is what I eat, or whatever. But if you can see it over and over again, I think it can give people inspiration and motivation to set good habits. You know, I don't know how people will find it helpful, but I think it's a good idea. So I'm gonna, show you what I get up to, and I'm gonna try and make this as fly on the wall as possible, and keep this going for as long as possible as well. So here we go. So about 6, just having a coffee, ready for the gym. Bill's gonna be here at 7. Yesterday, it's Monday now, right? So the weekend, Saturday, let me go in the studio. Let's go in the studio. So Saturday we we did our training, went for a walk, went into London, had a look around some shops, and we went to Lululemon, got some bits in there, and Gymshark, got some bits in there. Most of my time is spent like fitness, looking after myself, prepping food, talking about fitness, walking, doing cardio of some sort. So we did that on Saturday, and we also rescued the pigeons. So we go up to Marble Arch, or wherever there's like a bad batch of pigeons that need de-stringing, where you should de-string their feet, because their feet get caught up with cotton, string, things like that, and then they end up losing their feet. So we go up and we feed them, capture them, cut the cotton off of their feet, and it's very, very rewarding, because then they go on their way. And pigeons, they don't get the credit where they're due. Where we used them in the war, and we domesticated them, they then forgot how to nest properly and everything. They helped save our lives, and then when we didn't need them anymore, we just tossed them to the curb, and now they struggle to build nests, and they struggle to live amongst us, and people kick them on the street and everything. They're so intelligent, and we love them. So we do that regularly. We rescue pigeons. So that was Saturday, and then yesterday, which is Sunday, we woke up at about 6:30. Straight away, we went to a local hike, 7.5 mile hike around Box Hill. And Juniper Hill. So we drove there. It's about a 20-minute drive. Walked 7.5 miles. It was a proper stretch, that one. Lots and lots of climbing. And then grabbed a quick drink, come home, got on with the rest of the Sunday routine. So for me on a Sunday, and this I'll get into, obviously this is a bit of a long intro, but on a Sunday I'll just get my steps in, get my stair climber in, which I didn't need to do because I had done that walk, and that done 2 birds with 1 stone. And then had a shower, and then I had my shake, and then there was no weight training yesterday, so I just, on a Sunday, I record some YouTube videos. So I sit and do some drawings and plan out what I'm going to do. It takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours, including the filming and everything. and then I'll just, bullet point what I'm going to say, speak to camera, 3 videos, job done. They go on a hard drive ready for my son's week's work ahead. So he works Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And throughout that week, he will edit up those 3 videos and publish them on YouTube. So basically my whole work of YouTube is done in 2 hours on a Sunday, which people think. And another reason I want to do this vlog is people always say, oh, I know you're very busy. When they approach me, I know you're a busy man. I know you're so busy. I'm really not busy, ever. What I think they mean is like that I'm protective of my time and I'm busy doing things that are important to me and I'm protective of my time. So people are respectful of that. But I'm not busy doing busy things. Like, I'm really not. My time, you'll see, that's another reason I want to do this vlog. You'll see how my time is spent. Like, it's really not busy. I don't talk to anyone outside the house. I don't take phone calls. I don't check emails. There's no busy. There's no hustle. There's no business. Even my team, I see my second in command, my PA and admin, probably once a week, maybe. And my other member of the team, I haven't seen her since July last year. So, and I haven't spoken to her for about 4 weeks. So I'm really not busy. I'm not in a business side of things. My main thing is investing and trading, and then everything else, the content doesn't take a long time. And then I just live my life. So you're going to really see what living my life is like, boring or not. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to finish my coffee and then we're going to get into the gym and we are going to get straight into the weights. And then I'm going to come and check some markets and check, my usual trading routine on the Monday, which isn't much. And then I'll get on with my day and you'll see what all that's about. So let's get in. What's the routine? I'm with Bill. This is Bill. So this is the PT that just kicks my ass every day and makes sure that I don't cheat.
Fantastic, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
I love it.
And we're doing a 4 days a week. We're doing 4 days a week, and we keep high volume on all upper and lower so that we don't get fatigued and spend a week recovering from one.
Yeah, we have enough time to the days that aren't recovering in, basically. So
yeah.
A 4-day split, which involves obviously an upper 1, lower 1, upper 2, and lower 2. Essentially, so you can hit everything twice and what you need to hit. And I think the biggest progress we've made is your legs.
Definitely my legs.
Definitely your legs.
I'm a leg man now.
You're a leg man?
I'm a leg man now. So what are we doing today?
Today is upper 1.
Upper 1.
Upper 1, which is going to be fun, isn't it? So we should get
let's go. Warm up. Best has come out now. So we've got 3 weeks until Marbella, and then we'll do a photo shoot with. When's that? 30th?
That is 30th of May, yeah.
30th of May. So we got how long is that? 6 weeks?
6 weeks now, yeah.
So it's final knockings now. We're gonna get shredded for the Burn with Bill photo shoot.
No.
Yeah, bit of a deficit now though, so drop my calories and.
Yeah, your dips on it, your outputs on it, steps cardio, everything's on it.
Yeah, I definitely feel tighter though, so we'll get there. We'll get there.
Feel your back working. Well, we got 9 last time. Could be a 10.
Didn't I get 9 though?
You did get 9? No, you got 9.
Alright.
Nice, good start. 2, nice. 3, 4, 5, good. 6, 7. Come on then, pull. Up. Go again. Oh, nearly, to be fair. Still take that. That's decent.
Now we're doing a bit of chest press. Dumbbell chest press. And then back rows after that.
Well, the chest should be absolutely ready to go.
I did Pilates on Saturday and my obliques are just killing me. Right there. Who just finds all this shit funny? Honestly. 1, 2, 3. Had a bit of an incident there. Doing chest press on that bench over there. And just as I came down, what we lifted here at 42.5 kilograms, just as we came down, the pin gave out and the whole thing collapsed. Somehow I managed to keep hold of the dumbbells, but I got instant headache. So,
That was rough.
so I think we should sue, we're going to sue Bulldog Gear. Oh, you're joking. Yeah, but still cracked on. One thing I don't think about when I do these videos is the copyright strike for the music. So, not that we care, because we're not looking to monetize this. Who cares? You can keep your money, YouTube. We just did my worst exercise, which is back chest supported rows. I hate them. I don't know why I hate them. So now we're finishing our superset, which is side raises, lat raises, into Bayesian curls, which is bicep, and then back into skull crushers. 12 to 15 on each. 20 kilos on them, and then 15 on skull crushers. I hate this guy. He does lie a lot. I don't think I lifted these last time.
Oh, I think you did. I'm like 90% sure.
90%?
Sure,
I don't work on 90%.
I'm 100% sure right now you do.
Details matter. Let's go.
Done,
12 and 15, I'm happy with that. I was just talking to Bill about the about online coaching, because he does a lot of online coaching, and he's obviously a fitness PT, and he was talking about why we're doing this. And I said again, you know, it's the people that have got congruency marketing, people who live and breathe what they say they do, you know, and they actually do what they say they do. And we was talking about the social media posting and what you share on there and all this. And I went through the 3 kind of objections that people have. They have internal objections, where they feel like they can't do it because of them. So it's usually like, I'm not smart enough, I'm big boned, I've got low metabolism, I've got a thyroid problem, I statements that are limiting beliefs. Or there's external objections where they think, time, money, resources, support from other people. And then there's vehicle, which is they don't believe in your product, they don't believe you can do the thing. And I said, in order to capture everyone where they're at, because you might do a post on social media and you're speaking to one specific person. Like if I was talking about trading and I said, look, people think you've got to be good at maths. Well, I failed my maths exam at school, you know, and then you kind of go and get them to watch a video or something, or get them to book a call with you, or whatever it is you're doing in your coaching. Someone might be just sitting on the toilet at that moment in time, one break in their day, and they see your story and they click on it and you start talking about maths, but they're good at maths, right? And their problem is they want to learn to trade, but they haven't got the time, or they feel they haven't got the time. So they skip off of your thing, right? So then you have to do another one that says, look, people think you need loads of time, but 1 hour a day you can do this, this and this, right? Or whether it's fitness or trading or whatever it is. And then they're tuned in, so you have to meet people where they're at. And just to expect to do one post and meet everyone and get everyone to come to your thing is crazy. You need to do lots, and you need to handle all of those internal, external and vehicle objections. The way you handle vehicle objections is to just show testimonials, case studies, real world things, right? And this is why this matters, because you can't fake this. You can't fake really living it and doing what you say you do. So yeah, great conversation. I'm absolutely pumped. I need to make this shake. Let's I've done this before on my channel. You know what goes into it, but it's basically well, I'll show you. My washing machine is going at the moment, so it's a little bit loud, but it is water, ice, 80-90 grams of blueberries, frozen blueberries, a banana, then we have 30 grams of almond butter, 50 grams of oats, or 40 grams of oats I have now, and then 2 scoops of this Isolate Whey protein by Dymatize. This is the hydrolyzed ISO 100. All goes into a NutriBullet, just about fits in here, and then we blend it up, and it is amazing. Lovely. This is about 700 and something calories. 720, something like that. I really look forward to it, especially after training. So yeah, gonna drink this, give it probably 20 minutes to just go down a little bit, and then get on the stair climber. What I like to do is on the stair climber, I'm gonna do 35 minutes. I do level 8 to 10. I start on 8, do about 15 minutes, go up to 10, and then do the other 15 minutes, and then I just, however I feel in the last 5 minutes, I'll determine what speed I want to do. And it's boring. I normally put on a YouTube video, something where I'm learning something, and when I say learning something, it's normally something about pizza making, music production, something that you wouldn't, you know, it's not business related, it's not, sometimes it is. Sometimes there'll be something interesting that catches my attention that I want to learn about, but I'm not in a phase where I want to constantly learn new things. I like to refine old things. So I like to really double down and like grasp old timeless concepts and really try and master them, you know. So it might be something on communication, or it might be something on values and how people make decisions, psychology. It's normally psychology based, something that stood the test of time, that you can go deeper and deeper on, rather than learning loads of new things all the time, you know, like Claude and AI. You know, it's great to learn those things and a little bit about those things, but it just doesn't, you feel like you're never getting anywhere, you know? You're on this endless chase to learn new things. It's
it's not a good way to be, in my opinion. I like to go deeper on timeless things, so that's what I do. So I'm going to stick a video on now. I normally pick a video on YouTube that's about 40 minutes long. Sometimes I can find it where it's perfectly 35 minutes, and I just zone out, switch off. And I also don't hold the sides. I try not to hold the sides at all. I do a couple of like heart measure checks, and then hands off. They're in my pockets, or they're behind my back, or they're by my side, and that's it.
Alright, so Claire, who's my admin lady, she's worked for me for many years. She's coming around. It's Monday. Normally we meet on a Friday morning or a Monday morning if we can, and we just go through some things. We've got a couple of things coming up, so just like to make sure we're pulling on the same page. We've got an event coming up and some other bits and pieces, so she's going to come round. We'll probably go through for about an hour. And we just normally just sit here or chill here and get the laptops out, go through some bits and pieces. And normally she just tells me what I need to do. Basically, I work for her. She just gives me a list of things that she needs, and she makes sure that anything that will take up brain matter from me in a business context, like emails and I don't know, payments or anything like that, she just takes care of all of that. And the only email she'll come to the table and she'll be like, right, you need to answer this email, or you need to give me an answer on this or that or whatever. And that's it. And it takes like 5 minutes to do that, go through some other bits and pieces. So yeah, great. So I'm going to go for a walk now, get some steps in, probably about just under 2 hours. We just built this bike shed. It needs repainting on the doors, it needs the locks and all that fitted, but there you go. We've now got the bike shed with all the bikes. Can't really see it because it's too dark, but looks pretty good. We had it all matched. To the outside, so the what do you call it? The aesthetics of the house will match. Look. So just matches with the brickwork and everything, and the cladding. Went for a flat roof because you wouldn't get the pitch, but doors are the same, and yeah, looks pretty good. So another thing that I could mention is Optimal Dental Health have given me the chance to go in and check their services out, and they're doing the Invisalign treatment on my teeth. Now, for those of you who have followed the channel for a while, you know, in 2021 I used Smile Direct, which was a set of aligners, and you know, you change them yourself. They send new ones out, and you just fit them every week as it gets looser and looser. You fit the tighter ones. To be honest, they were so uncomfortable and horrible, and they would cut my tongue. They had jagged edges. They were made on kind of, I suppose, cheap machines, or they were made cheaply, and they just weren't great, so I didn't really get on with them. And of course what that does is it naturally makes you not want to wear them, and then when you don't wear them you don't get the results. I did get, my teeth got much straighter, but I just didn't see it through. So you know, by the end of it I was just like, got them out, and eventually your teeth start to go back to how they were. So so my bottom teeth are the ones that are problematic. They got a mind of their own. Top teeth aren't so bad, but what they're going to do is they're going to do Invisalign. So I went up there on Wednesday,
and they give you two sets of aligners like the Smile Direct ones, but they're much more comfortable. I can't even feel they're in now. And the first week you just clip the aligner in, and the idea is you just get used to, you know, them being in your mouth and everything, and there is a slight tension, and then on week 2 you swap them for a slightly tighter one, just like we did with Smile Direct. And then on week 3 you go back and they fit all the pegs to your teeth, and that's when the fun begins. That's when you start using the really tight aligners. So that's in in 2 days I'll swap these, and then next Wednesday I'll be going up there to have the tight ones fitted. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to do my usual walk, I think. The only thing with walking this way is it's a bit shaded, but we'll see. So yeah, shout out to Optimal Dental Health for the Invisalign treatment. I'll let you know how it goes. I am paying for it, by the way, so it's not free, but I think they just gave me a discount or whatever. But because the guy that owns it did one of my programs, and he was so happy with it, so he said it was the least he could do. So there you go. This walk is a lovely walk. It's down an old track. It used to be a train track that went to Brighton. It's called Worth Way, and we walk down here every day. I do it about 4 times a week with my wife normally, so my wife's normally with me. We had a difference in schedule today. She has to get some things done today, so she had to go. That's why she was in the gym earlier, and she had to go. She got her walk done earlier. She done a 2-hour walk before she went to the gym. So I'm doing this on my own for the first time. If I don't do this walk, because I do it 4 times a week, she does another walk on her own. She doesn't go this way because it's a little bit dodgy on your own if you're a woman, to be honest. So when I don't do it, I do my treadmill on my desk. So when I'm trading Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I will just walk, get my steps in by doing a couple of hours on the treadmill on the desk. It's always better to get out when you can though. Like we did that massive hike yesterday, which was about 25,000 steps. Day before we did about 25,000 steps. So it's good to make up a load of your steps outside as well. So yeah, I prefer it outside definitely, especially now the weather's lovely. I mean, look at this. This is my view. Just hear the birds singing. It's amazing, lovely. So this is it. It's going to take me about 45 minutes to get to one end. Brings us out by East Grinstead Station, which is there's a Starbucks there. Might get a tea or something, and then walk back, and that'll be about 45 minutes back. So it'll be just under 2 hours all in all, once I've got the drink or whatever, and it'll be about probably 12,000 steps ish, maybe a little bit less, but that sets me up nicely for the 15,000 minimum. Now normally if I'm walking on my own like this outside, which I'm not normally, I normally come with my wife and we talk, but if I'm on my own, I don't like to put AirPods in, I don't like to put anything in, I don't look at my phone, I just enjoy this. Look at this. I just enjoy this, the bird sounds, nature, the fields, and that's what I love to appreciate. See little creatures rolling around. There's a little fairy garden that a school did quite a few years ago up here, and we put birdseed there every day and see the birds and the rats and squirrels, and yeah, it's just lovely. So I'm going to shut this off and enjoy my walk. So
So it's going to take me a few days to kind of, because I'm going to do this every day, but it's going to take me a few days to kind of settle into capturing stuff that I think's valuable, because, or not doing that, because you know, when you're vlogging and you just live your same life every day, it's hard to appreciate what's valuable, what's not valuable. But you know, I'm trying to showcase just mundane, right? What life's really like, and it's going to take me a little while to settle into like capturing stuff that I think is important. And one of the things I've already missed that people keep asking me about is the training regime. So I'm training 4 times a week, okay, but I'm doing something 7 times a week. So there is active rest days, there's weight training days, my nutrition, my steps and everything, right? So here's what I do. I'm doing 4 training sessions a week, okay, and they are targeting upper and lower, both, all training sessions, upper and lower, to get the volume across all body, all muscles, all muscle groups, 4 times a week. I do one really strong set on my legs, one really strong set on my upper, and but those are incorporated into those full body sessions, and those are laid out by Kirk Miller and adapted by Bill. I then do 15,000 steps non-negotiable per day. Okay, so that's non-negotiable, minimum 15,000 steps. That's an important metric to keep consistent. And then food-wise, I'm now on about 2,800 calories every day except for training days. So I have about 80 to 90 grams of fat, 160 to 180 grams of protein, and I have the rest as carbs. And the only thing I dial back on is carbs when I don't need the extra energy for the deficit that I'm in, right? So I'm in a deficit, I'm cutting. I've got 3 weeks to Marbella, which means I've really got to go at it this next three weeks, and that means increased output, which means my stair climber. So I'm doing stair climber 4 times a week, ski erg once a week for half hour, all kind of zone 2 stuff, so low intensity stuff, and then 15k steps a day, four weight sessions. And then on my off days, I so Monday, Tuesday I do weights, I have my full calories. Wednesday I'm doing a Pilates session, okay, so that's Pilates, so it's like an active rest for mobility, stretching, working on my hips, getting my hips good, my spine good, keeping strong there. And on that day, all I'll do is cut my rice from my lunch, that's it. On Thursday, I then do my weight session, full calories, 15k steps. On Friday is another rest day, and what I'll do on Friday is have a massage or hot and cold therapy, okay, so active rest, doing hot and cold or a massage. And then Saturday's weights, full calories, and then Sunday's rest. So the Sunday will be the massage or the hot and cold, whatever I didn't do on the Friday. And that's it. So something every day, full calories 4 days a week, 15k steps per day. On my active rest days, I cut my carbs by just taking out my rice at lunch, which drops my calories down to about 2,500 calories. And then we may tweak that a little bit as well next week. For the last couple of weeks, I might just drop some oats in my shake, or drop the oats at night on non-training days. And then stair climber 4 times a week. I usually just do that after the workouts. And then ski erg I'll do on a Saturday morning, or Friday, or one day a week. I'll just go in for half an hour and do ski erg for half an hour. So that is it. And that is why, it sounds like a lot, but it's not really. The funny thing is, when you put it first, and you put yourself first, and you respect your body and you serve your body first, everything else is better. Everything works out better. you're more focused, you're more confident, you get more respect, you get more opportunities. When you just do what you say you're going to do. I mean, the great thing about being in great physical and mental shape is that no one can give it to you. You know, you have to. It says a lot about who you are if you are demonstrating someone of that stature, someone who does what they say they're going to do. You know, you can't cheat your way into that. But it's Monday. It's currently, I don't know, this is the first time I'm going to look at my phone today, pretty much. 11:11. Look at that, 11:11. And yeah, all I've done is spend about 45 minutes with Claire, doing some just chatting about projects and stuff. And that's it. Now, the rest of the time's been spent doing my workouts, doing my stair climber, doing my shake, my morning thinking time, which I didn't capture on here this morning. I probably won't capture that on, because that's literally, I don't like to use any technology or anything, but I just spend half hour every morning. The first thing I do is just sit and think, and that's it. I have a notepad, but I just sit and think. It's not journaling, it's not gratitude journals and all that kind of stuff. It's just, I just think. The notepad's there if I have any ideas or reflective ideas or anything like that. I just want to think, and probably won't capture that on any of these because there's no point. You can't put telepathy on a vlog. But yeah, so when I get back from this walk, it will be about what would it be? I don't know, 12:30 or something. I don't know, 12:30. And then I'll start prepping my lunch. If my wife hasn't done it, sometimes she makes. It's about 50-50. She'll make my lunch, but she's very busy today, so I'll probably end up doing that. Make my lunch. Love that process. Have a couple of tuna steaks. Have the rice with it. I got my full calories today because it's a training day, which is great, and tomorrow, which is great. And then yeah, just sit down, no distractions, take my time, chew my food slowly, eat my lunch. Probably take about 45 minutes to eat my lunch. Again, sometimes I just watch something, in like recently I've been watching these New York food places in New York where they're known for like the best burger or the best cakes or the best sandwich or the best pizza. I like watching them. I love it when people have so much, they've honed their craft, you know, and they've got so much passion and love that goes into the craft. And when you watch people, you know, with these delis in New York, they pride themselves on the ingredients of their food, and there's something about that I really, really love. Anyone who kind of goes above and beyond. This is why I love Tom Cruise. Love him or hate him, Tom Cruise is my favourite actor. And the reason he's my favourite actor is because the dedication he puts in for the entertainment of the audience. Love that. Love it. So I keep sniffing. This is getting annoying. Don't know if it's hay fever or it's a bit cold. But you don't want to hear me sniffing. So I'm going to finish my walk now. And I'll see you at lunch. I try and eat it slowly. I try and take my time, put something on, watch something. Sometimes I just sit in the garden, but the sun's just gone in, so it's a little bit cold out there. I also have, this is my one Coke Zero that I have a day with this.
I try and milk this out for about 45 minutes. And after this, I'll have a shower. And start thinking about some things that I need to do. That's about it, really. Phoebe's here. Our cleaner's here today. So she's cleaning the house. So I'll go into the studio, get out of the way a little bit. But I'm already thinking about dinner. So I'm thinking about what I'm going to have for dinner, what we're going to prep. Me and my son Ethan are both. Ethan's really trying to lock in the gym. So I'm going to prepare some nice sweet potatoes, put some salt, pepper on them, some paprika, some olive oil, cut them up, dry them, get them ready for later, ready to be baked. And I'll have that with sea bass. And he'll probably have chicken with some asparagus, some leafy greens, dark greens. What we're going to do after this, after I'm showered, that's when I'm really in the headspace. And by the way, it's now 1:15 in the afternoon, and I haven't, after the shower, I can kind of start thinking a little bit more creatively. That's when my brain switches to creative mode, or I'll look at the markets, things like that as well. And yeah, Harrison's in Japan at the moment, my oldest son. So he's been FaceTiming us in the mornings, which has been nice. He's back on Saturday, which is in 5 days. He was 21 yesterday. It was his 21st birthday yesterday. So we wished him a happy birthday from WhatsApp, which was weird. I think Sarah's really missing him. Mums have this, they want the kids around. When they leave the nest, it's a real struggle. I'm quite enjoying the peace, One down. Just got to get Ethan out now. Alright, showered. It is, I don't know what the time is. It is about, let's have a look. 20 past 2. And I'm going to have a nice cup of tea now. Nice and showered, nice and clean. And now's the time I just get into a little bit of kind of getting stuff done. So I'll look at a couple of emails, maybe. I'll maybe look at what's going on. Whoops, smashing the place up. I'll look at what's going on with opportunities, current opportunities. I'll be looking at the rest of my week, what that looks like. I'll be looking at the markets. I'll be looking at anything like creative wise. I'll be looking at the YouTube analytics and just stuff like that, really. Do that for about an hour, maybe, depending on how much is there. I'm speaking at a couple of events soon, so I'll start thinking about what kind of content I want to create for that, and that's about it, and then start prepping dinner. So yeah, it's I guess one of the things that I want you to get out of this vlog is the beauty in monotony and the peacefulness that comes with mundane, consistent contentment. That's really it. That's what I'm trying to share with you guys, because this is my life. You can fake this for one video, but you can't fake it every day, and I'm going to do this every single day. And I'll, the challenge for me is going to be sharing stuff that I should be capturing on camera that I think isn't really, entertainment. I want it to be not entertaining. I want you to see behind the scenes. I want you to see the congruency, because ultimately, people think that I'm busy. People think that, or they say, well, look, why are you making your salad? That's time you could be working on your business and getting ahead. I've got no business. I don't want to work on a business. I don't want to get ahead. I'm done. And I believe that that's what everyone wants. Everyone wants to get to this point where you can the only items in your calendar are things that you just love doing. It just doesn't feel, it's just life, That's kind of what I think people want. And, always free.
that is what that's all about. Always Free is exactly that, and that's why I wrote the book, and that's why I did the podcast and the newsletter and all that kind of stuff, to teach people how to get the best out of each of those areas of mind, mobility, and money. And once you do that, you life becomes seems systematic, but if you think about it, I could do that walk anywhere. I could get my steps in anywhere. We could go to the coast, we could go to the forest, we could go around Box Hill like we did the other day, we'd go to the countryside, go to any country and do that. Spain, Mallorca, we could go anywhere and do that, right? Even the work stuff that I do can be done anywhere in the world. So you don't feel tied to anywhere. You don't feel like it's work. Nothing feels like work. It's just a choice. Everything's just a lovely choice. And I don't know if you're going to get value from this or not, but we got a lovely message when we did the last one. So the more I get into this, the more I'll start sharing with you, my actual activities with family and stuff like that. And you'll just see that there's a lot of congruency in what I've been saying for the last 10 plus years on YouTube. So yeah, I'm going to finish my tea, and then if I think that there's anything worth sharing when I look at my laptop back there, I'll let you know. Alright, yeah, not much going on. There's one thing. One of my private clients that I work with, he's a very successful guy, and he's got his own hedge fund, and it's based out in Gibraltar. The hedge fund produces phenomenal returns, 30% minimum per year, which is great, and we're going to be hosting a little investor opportunity meeting to take part in that. So just sent out an invitation to my private network for high net worth individuals, be a minimum of £100,000 to £200,000 investment, and they'll self-certify as high net worth individuals. So I sent that out, see what comes back, see if we can fill up a little room of 12 to 15 people in London on the 30th of May. So now I'm going to go and prep dinner. So in the oven are sweet potatoes that have been cut in half, put some salt and pepper and some paprika on them, a little bit of olive oil, and they're cooking for about an hour. And I'll probably have that with sea bass and asparagus. Look at that. In the meantime, my son Ethan has just given me the latest video to check out. He gives me the video, he does the edit on the video, and then I will give it a quick watch through just to approve everything, and then I'll give it back to him for the final edit, and he will upload it, publish it, and all that stuff. So gonna give this a watch now. If you only understood one concept in trading, one idea that determines whether a trader survives long enough to become profitable, it would be this: risk management. Not indicators, not necessarily strategies, not predicting the market every day, but risk. Because you can have a very average strategy and still make... These videos are doing really well. Really consistently pumping out views, likes, comments, and really boosting the channel. We're really actually focused at the moment on ad revenue, because Ethan is taking a share of ad revenue, and a great metric that we're using to incentivize him is boosting the ad rev, and it is going up and up and up. In the last 4 weeks, it's gone up £4,000. So that's great, because we can do more and more, and that's per month. So it's going up and up and up. Every day it's going up, which is great, because the more that goes up, the more he's incentivized, the more we can potentially get other people to work on the channel, and it's amazing. Yeah, so gonna watch this and then go and finish my dinner. Asparagus, a whole avocado, sea bass fillets, and that is a beauty. Look at that. Lovely dinner. So it's now knocking on. It's about 6 o'clock. Had dinner, had a little bit of a tidy up, and just looking through the charts now. There's
nice consolidation zone on the dollar yen, which will probably be something that I take a look at. And one of the things that I do after eating, and I normally do this after lunch, in fact I did do this after lunch but I forgot to share it with you, is take my vitamins. And they consist, I have these little things here, which tells me which day I need to take it. So these are the vitamins that I take, and they are cod liver oil, krill oil, vitamin C, vitamin B, vitamin D, biotin, hair and nails and things like that. And then we've got ZMA, which is zinc, magnesium, which I take before bed. So these 3 big ones I take about an hour before bed, half hour before bed, something like that. And the rest I take straight after lunch. I've taken this concoction for about 6 years. So this is what I take every single day. There you go. I don't know if that's valuable to anyone, but there you go. That's what the vlog's about, right? It's about just the mundane, behind the scenes, congruency cam. So that's it. So as I say, it's about 6 o'clock. I've got one more meal left. You can tell I'm in a bit of a cut and a deficit because I just keep thinking about food. And this won't be forever. So when I get to the goal of about 11% body fat, which is where I'm going to, after that, you know, it'll be pretty easy to maintain. But I've got one more meal, and that is going to be a bowl of porridge. Porridge with a tiny bit of honey, a tiny bit of almond butter, a bit of cinnamon powder, and if I'm feeling really cheeky, I'll chuck in a few little dark chocolate buttons. Only a few though, like literally like 5 grams. So yeah, I'll probably have that. I'll long it out for as long as possible, probably about in the next 45 minutes I'll have that. And then that's it. And then I'll be going to bed at about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I'm going to go and spend, my wife's just getting out of the bath. It's been a busy day today, so normally she does some of the dinner or the lunch or whatever. But it's been a busy one for her, so she's just getting out of the bath. So I'm going to go and spend some time with her, and we'll probably watch a film or watch a documentary or something, chill out for a bit, and then tomorrow starts all over again. Tomorrow I'm going for a meeting with Tom in Gatwick. So Tom Breeze, he is a YouTube ad expert. We're considering running a few ads on YouTube to get people into certain videos that we've created on there and certain funnels. So that'll be interesting. But other than that, it'll be literally the same as today. My day's pretty much the same. And then every day will be the same this week. Saturday we'll go and pick up Harrison from Heathrow. So yeah, I don't know if to close it off here. I might roll these vlogs into like 2 per vlog, 2 days per vlog, just so you can really see. I don't think it's worth doing like one day and then the next one doing another day and another day. We're posting a YouTube video out tonight, so it is going to be out on my channel. This is Monday. If you're watching this, it's Monday the 20th of April, and I'll catch you in a bit. All right, day 2. I have started the morning already, so I had a coffee, had a thinking time. I've just done my trading. I'll show more of that on another episode, but I did my trading with my live trading guys as well. Not much going on, so it's all consolidation. There's a few kind of little patterns setting out. I think it's going to be busier once the news comes out later on the dollar. We've got some retail sales stuff that might affect it, but there's also some other news that might jump the markets into life a little bit more. And there's about 6 out of the 8 pairs have got potential patterns setting up, but all of the activity will be later on, or if not, into tomorrow. So tomorrow's session will probably be more interesting. I'll probably show more of that. So it's about 10 to 9 now. Just wrapped up the trading, which took about an hour and 20 minutes. And I've got lower session today with Bill. So we're going to try and we hit a load of PBs yesterday. We're going to try and hit some PBs on the legs today. But my glutes, the old bum cheeks, are very fatigued.
Lots and lots of hiking over the weekend. We did Pilates. I did a leg session on Friday, which is still aching from that. So we'll see how we go. But hopefully it doesn't affect me too much. But we're doing some squats, we're doing some lunges, we're doing some leg curls, and yeah, all the like the hip extension things. So it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to my shake. Pretty hungry. And then after that, I'm going to go either do stair climber or get my steps in. And I'm going to go and meet Tom at Gatwick. And we're going to take the motorbike because it's nice weather. The bike could do with a run. So I'll take you on the bike. And yeah, we'll go to Gatwick for a quick meeting. Today's leg day with Bill. Back here. Feels like I never left.
I feel like I live here now.
It's like Groundhog Day. But struggling with the squats this morning. I think it could be down to...
Could be the deficit. You did Pilates on the Friday, it's just, you're not used to it, so it's recalling over. As well as obviously that big walk. I mean, there's a lot of fundamentals. So sleeping, like you said.
Yeah.
Hungry, which is normal in the deficit. You are hungry, it's not giving your body enough food, so it does come into play, but we're just, for probably like, 2 weeks in now? A couple of weeks in, start to get used to it as such. And plus you've been pushing heavy weights recently anyway. Yeah. I think I just got to accept for the next 3 weeks, just push as best you can.
Just get the good lifts and that, but don't. I'm not expecting to go up much now in the next few weeks. Just drop the weight, that one, just dropped it on the floor. Failure.
It's more like a
Oh man, let's get another set in.
Nice, control, take time. Take deep breath, full time. Try that. Good breath. 2, nice. 3, good. 4, 6.
So, just wrapped up that session. It was pretty horrific, to be honest. Struggle day. You have to have these bad days to realise how good your good days were. Actually, it weren't that bad. I did good lunges and all that. Strong on the glutes as well. So now I have a shake, shower. Probably won't have a shower because I'm going to do all my walking and stair climber anyway. And go meet Tom on the bike.
So we're on the way to meet Tom Breeze now at Gatwick, and I thought I'd film this because, as I said, the purpose of this vlog isn't to show what I think's valuable. It's to show what what I think people want who might follow me. Yeah, they want the life that I've got, right, where you can just choose what you do every day, and it's really flexible. There's a really solid routine. You're very content, and I think that's what people want. So this ride, it's cool. We can get the bike out today, we can do a little bit of riding. It's not as sunny as I thought it'd be, so that's a bit of a pain, but it's still not raining, which is a plus. I'll take it. It's going to be nicer weather tomorrow for the rest of the week, I think, which is a little bit annoying, but I haven't been on this bike for about, since the summer last year, so it's good 7-8 months, but since I've ridden this thing. Maybe a little bit more. So it's fun. It's great fun to get out on it. So why are we meeting Tom Breeze? We're meeting Tom Breeze because I'm considering running some ads to kind of amplify my YouTube. So not to buy viewers or anything like that, but we can use YouTube as a platform to run ads on, to send people to my YouTube channel for free information, okay? Because there's a lot of people pay. I've always been a fan of creating free stuff that's better than other people's paid stuff. So if you can do that, and then all you can do is send people to the free stuff, and then you can accelerate that by running ads and stuff like that, then what you end up with is a very, very loyal and trusting fan base who have higher conversions onto anything you do sell. So if you want to maximize revenue,
the best thing to do is to let them sell themselves on it by increasing the trust and then reducing the barrier to, you know, the guards basically that they have, which means you don't require salespeople, you don't have any customer support, you don't have any refunds, you know, because by the time they've got so much value from you and they believe that you're the one who's going to help them implement, because that's all they're paying for anyway, implementation, then they just sell themselves. That's why you don't need any team, any staff, any salespeople. You start employing salespeople. One, it's a pain to find people that close better than you. Two, it's expensive, right? So I prefer to, if we are going to accelerate business revenue, I don't want more team. I don't want more people. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to see people, have meetings with people and discipline people and macro-manage people and audit people and do flipping, you know, all that crap. It's just not appealing to me at all. I'm at the stage of my life where I do not want to start all that stuff. I just want to enjoy, I just want to tinker about my house, enjoy my time, and make the revenue as passive as possible. And the way that you do that is to make your free stuff better than everyone else's paid stuff by giving everything away and not being a gatekeeper, not holding anything back, because the information age is dead, right? And then instead what you do is you be congruent with the outcome, with the result, with the life that they want. You just demonstrate that you do that, and then they'll just trust you enough to buy for implementation. They'll pay for implementation. You know, I've got a personal trainer, and I can just go on ChatGPT and get a workout plan, right? I've been going to the gym since I was 18. I know all of the workouts. I know how to do exercises. I know how to put a routine together. I know how to do full body workouts. I know how to do the good form and everything, right? But I pay a PT to come around every day. Why? You know, I know about nutrition. I know what I need to eat. I know my calories. I know all of that stuff. All the information stuff I know. But I pay the PT because he's got results, and I know that he's going to push me and make sure that I don't cheat, and he'll hold me accountable. And every now and then I can go to him and say, was that right? And he'll say yes or no. And that is what you pay for. That is literally what you pay for. So what we're going to do with the YouTube is we're going to run an ad on YouTube and say, listen, you're obviously interested in this topic. Instead of searching YouTube for hours and hours and going down rabbit holes where you could potentially get scammed, just go over to my YouTube channel and watch all this free information here. And then those free information videos are so well converting anyway that it basically just accelerates the ramp that's already there. Does that make sense? So that's what we're going to discuss. And then we're going to talk about some potential webinars and things like that, and see what his opinion is on that and how well that's working, because Tom is an absolute expert in particularly financial services. He's worked with a lot of financial companies in my sector, so he's got great results. He also worked with a V-Shred guy, whether or not you know him, Vince. He's worked with ClickFunnels, he's worked with Russell Brunson, ClickFunnels, he's worked with some massive companies. So he's a great guy, he's a really lovely guy as well. So yeah, let's go and meet him. Gonna park up at Gatwick and meet him at the Hilton, at the Amy's bar in the Hilton lobby there, which is also where I run my events. So if you ever want to come to one of my events, you better be on the email list, because that's where we host them. London Gatwick, really easy to get to. It's literally like 5 minutes from my house, very selfishly, but it is a great venue. Great food, great service, great access, parking, easy to get to from anywhere, road, plane, train. So yeah, all round great venue. It's beats going into London. I hate going into, again, I don't want to go into London. I want to do everything easy. I want everything on my terms, you know, and then build everything around that, and then everyone's happy. So yeah, let's go. Just met Tom. This is Tom Breeze, absolute YouTube ad expert. We've just been discussing what we're going to do, but one of the biggest things that you told me about was how you said that people are going to be tailoring messaging based on profiling people with like AI.
Yeah.
What was that?
So the if you think about like the power of AI and how if you were to really use it in a way that's like thinking about where we are now and where we could be in the next few weeks and next few months, what can happen with AI is that you can have a situation where, say for example, someone signs up to your event or comes to your website and inquires a little bit more information. You can get AI to actually look more about that individual and almost like do some surface level profiling of that individual. But then with that data, you can then have bespoke follow-up. So based on timing, based on relevancy, based on whatever values you can pull out from their kind of profiles. So you don't look at everything like an email campaign any longer. You look at it as like, here's what I would love to say as an individual basis for everybody constantly. And you just don't want to lose the personality aspect of it. So you don't want to have like, because if everyone can do it, then you're going to, which will inevitably will happen. Everyone's going to be in a situation where it's like, I'm used to receiving really generic but personalized and timely messages from every brand.
Yeah.
So you still want to try and hold on to that personal message. So in a case of just like really filtering to be like, well, who it is that you want to communicate with and going the right one.
Wait,
yeah,
that is
it's
crazy.
mad. Yeah.
But where does it draw the line? Because remember Cambridge Analytica and how they were like sending messages to certain people who didn't want Trump and did want Trump, and like that was all then taken to court and all that shit. So how come AI is now just able to?
Because you can, there's a lot of information that's publicly out there. So like if you look at something like Apollo .io, I think it is. So Apollo's like, it will take out information from every single bit of public available information it can, stitch it all together to be like, right, that lead you've got, we can enrich it with more information. So here's their social profiles. If you've said something in your social profile, it's available for a bot to scrape it, right, and to see what's been said. There might be some platforms can decide what you can and can't see as a bot level.
Yeah, right.
But the thing about Apollo is it's always slightly out of date. So let's say, for example, it said, oh, by the way, that lead you've got is from the head of procurement of this kind of corporate brand or something. Yeah. That's likely to be accurate up until about 6 months ago. So, right. But AI will be like, just quickly look at LinkedIn. Did they mention they've changed jobs at all? Or so nothing is ever out of date. It's like you can schedule it to be like, right, someone's just got a promotion. And it's like, cool, I'm going to send them a really timely message. So the first day that they start their work, they're going to get like an email from you or a LinkedIn message from you just to congratulate them and say, by the way, here's a video that I shot like last week on my YouTube channel and thought you might find it really, really useful. You can literally just design whatever you want. And a great tool for this is Perplexity. And Perplexity Computer is the tool of choice for this type of thing. Yeah, you can literally have it. So like every morning at 8 a.m. it just runs and it feeds you with like, do you want to communicate with all these people in this way? And like, yes. It's like, wow. Just done.
It sounds crazy, but what I think you said earlier is people then try and overcomplicate things, and they get too in the rabbit hole of trying to make this big, and it's like you almost don't finish anything because it's like what is possible, like, and I think execution's always going to like outdo the possibilities of what you can do. So like keep it simple, just make sure you're building on it bit by bit, right? And rather than going deep in a rabbit hole. I think that's where people are getting overwhelmed as well.
Totally, and there's also like that kind of like level of expertise. So like you'll have real deep knowledge about something that no one else has. And in that scenario, you're going to have a situation where it's like, right, well, you know this so well that AI just supports that message rather than like, well, what can AI do? And go off
Exactly.
And end up building something that never gets completed. And it's just anyone could do that.
Yeah.
But it's having that expertise is
awesome.
Really
Check out Tom Breeze. Stick his details below. Alright, so I just got back from my lunch. Whole pack of Tilda Pure Basmati. The original same old salad. And 210 grams of tuna steak. Alright, so just finished my lunch, just had a cup of tea, and I'm just looking at the charts. So I'm doing some trading analysis, just seeing what's going on. Basically, in this morning's session, there's a lot of setups that could potentially play out this afternoon or into tomorrow. It's looking like there have been movements and developments in a lot of these setups, but it's looking like tomorrow's going to be a busy trading day, so that will be the one to watch.
just got some bits and pieces to finalise on an event that I'm going to be running in Gatwick, where I just was actually. So I'm going to check that, and then I've still got to get my steps in today. So I didn't use the treadmill on the trading session this morning. I was very fatigued, especially after doing my leg, because I knew we had a big leg session coming up, and obviously in the leg session it spoke for itself. So I'm going to get out and get the steps done. I think I'm probably on about not much, like 5,000 steps or something. So I've got to go and get that done. I'll save the stair climber till tomorrow. Tomorrow's a active rest day where I'm going to be going to do Pilates, but I'll be doing my stair climber tomorrow as well. And I'm on 5,000 steps. So I'm gonna have to go for a walk for about hour and a half, get that done, and then chill out. So I'm going to end this vlog here. I want you to let me know if there's anything you want to see more of, anything that's kind of resonated with you, any eye-opening, anything you thought, I didn't really think about that, or I'm looking at something a different way, or I don't know what I'm hoping you get from these vlogs, but let me know anyway. Any of your comments will be much appreciated, and until next time, take care, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.